Well, hello there, everyone. Thank you for dropping in. I just loaded in. I was I was getting a little special edition to our Redwoods ready today before I jumped on. So it took just a moment before I could get everything ready. So let me load into the right part of the map. I've been out and about working on some other areas. We're going to go ahead and import the new model here in just a minute. How's everyone doing today? The map is huge. And yes, Thursday is the best day. Hello there, you too. Been a busy week for me, but luckily this is my relaxing time because I get to work on the map and chill out. Triangles everywhere. Just a moment. Just has to load in. And we're going to thin out some of this excess in the woods today. I did that recently, but it could use a little bit more. It looks nice, but it can be a little difficult to navigate in some spots. So we need to rectify that. And after the shaders finish compiling, just have to compile the landscape textures. Why, thank you. I figured it'd been a while since we went to the Redwoods, so thought we'd go back today. Hello there, nice man. You sound like a nice guy. There we go. Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm trying to take my time and fill up every area as much as I can, and it'll also keep getting updated quite a bit as time goes on, so not that we're going to release it in an unfinished state on the map, but I guess in a way it's never really finished. Okay. Yes, there is actually a lot of fog on the map, as you can see here. And also, when it rains and things like that, it can get pretty heavy on the fog. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and import this model real quick. It's normal map. Go. So this is not entirely finished yet, but I wanted to show it on the stream today, so we're going to go ahead and use it. This will be more of a placeholder until I'm actually completely done with the model. but it is a photo scan of a hollowed out coast redwood that was burned in a forest. Yes, actually I can show you in just a moment. Cut down the size of this because that is a 16K texture, which looks nice but doesn't run quite as nice. Just putting this together real quick, it'll only take a moment. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Definitely love working on it. So you'll see some inconsistencies here and there, parts on the texture missing, things like that. But it will be done soon. I just figured it would be good to go ahead and put it down as a placeholder. Let's go ahead and get the correct collisions for it. I already know we're gonna have to bump this up. My intention is to have people be able to actually use this to hide in, things like that. We're going to shrink that. This is the collision, so we want it somewhat level with the floor. That's what I thought. So we're going to shrink that a little bit too. This is going to be more of a placeholder collision until I generate a more accurate one. Actually, let's go ahead and bump this up, see if we can get something a little bit better. So like I said, you'll see inconsistencies here and there on the model, in the texture, but I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and put it in the stream today. It is usable, and I appreciate it. Yeah, that's why I want to get the collisions reasonably accurate right now, so that it's able to be walked around in. The goal is to try and make it accurate, but we also don't want to use more collision meshes than we have to, because that impacts performance. Good enough for now. Since this is just a placeholder, it doesn't need to be perfect yet. I believe we have some things coming that'll make it easier for you to tell them apart. We definitely wouldn't just leave it hard to tell. We test gameplay for the game very often, so you will definitely... Okay, that's what I thought. I actually shrunk that before I brought it here, but it was a little bit too small. So we're gonna make it bigger. Yeah, I should have this finished today, probably. It really was almost done, and that's why I started the stream a couple minutes late, because I wanted to wrap it up, but... oh well, close enough. We're aiming for next year for early access. I can't promise anything yet, but we are aiming for that. Just have to do a couple quick fixes to it, and it'll be good to go. Yes, this is actually a photo scan from a real redwood forest where a bunch of the trees burned down, and I saw this one, so I compiled the scan yesterday. Or recompiled it. I've done it before, but didn't turn out as well as I hoped, so took a little bit. Oh yes, if you Google it, there are actually people that have lived in giant sequoias and coast redwoods. It's pretty awesome. So some of what we'll do today... Why is that freaking out? I'm gonna wait a moment to see what's going on. How strange. Looks like it got placed twice somehow. Okay. Yeah, this one map itself won't be twice the size, but we'll have two different islands, so that will make it pretty large. So yes, a little while back we started working on this path. We'll probably do a little bit more of that today. And more paths through here too, because as cool as it looks, it's not extremely walkable. But we're gonna toss down that hollow trunk somewhere. I had an idea on where, but I'm gonna see how it looks. Pretty sure I have this area loaded. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't think the size is going to be an issue here, because we'll spend plenty of time filling as much of the space as needed. I think it'll come out pretty good. And that is floating. That's a no-no. Let's move it. There we go. That is also floating. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to put the hollow trunk up here. Probably add a few of them, but first one I think will go up here. So I'm thinking maybe right up here. So actually that log I just fixed is going to go. That sounds familiar. I'm not sure what movie that would be. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit. I want the ground to be relatively level where the hollowed out tree is. I think we'll put some steps up to this area. Kind of natural looking steps. And I think I've been thinking about what I want to do with this transition between the redwoods and the snow area. And I think we're going to kind of block some of this off with cliffs. Make it look a little more natural how it flows into the snow biome. The server size really depends on performance, mainly. The amount of people we can have loaded at once. So it would be hard to answer that right now. No. Oh yeah, it's Dinosaur. I loved that movie. Here we go. It'll be a little rough right now, but this will serve as a placeholder until I actually finish it up. Probably only needed about an hour more of work, but yeah, that wasn't going to happen before the stream. I love that movie though. Such a good movie. Let's wipe out a little rough spot up there because that is unsightly. Look at that. Unacceptable. I think that actually might be on Disney Plus too. I'm not sure. I know there's somewhere you can stream it. Boom. Hole filled. Exactly. Yeah, once I finish it up, I think we'll have some more perches. There was another branch here somewhere, but I'll probably add some more. Drop it down a little lower to hide up that nasty edge. That's the goal. I actually have a meeting with the programmers today, so we can work on that. This also needs to be smoothed out a little bit, but we'll leave that for the moment. Ignore the grass. It shall go. A little path wrapping around here. I don't really want to directly connect it to anything, but more just a, hey, there's something over here. I know. There's jungle, redwoods, meadows, desert, snow, and there could be changes after that, but those are the main ones. And little micro biomes as well, like swamps and things like that. Nailed it. Remove a few of these that got in the way. How dare you? Get out of my path. This is my swamp. Let me see, I don't remember if I actually finished picking... Yeah, we'll use that. This mossy redwood ground in here. I think that fits. However, I can't see, so we're going to do this. That is what I'm going for. I haven't actually implemented that yet on the snow, but... Or actually, no, I'm wrong. I did add that. So I still need to test it more, but you can push the snow to the side theoretically. Gonna make it a little patchy in here. Yeah, it's a big boy. Just need to finish up making it pretty, because you have little areas like that. But we're gonna pretend that doesn't exist for right now. But for this, I do want to fix this up a little bit. And that because you'll be walking on it. Yeah, this is actually the first time Islander is seeing this as well. I just finished, well, not finished. I made it usable before the stream. Don't you think it would be the perfect place to go and worship our Lord, the crab? The horseshoe crab prevails. Yes, I completely missed your question, sorry about that. Yes, the places along the coast are going to be kind of like a beach biome, like you said. There will probably be some areas here and there that are a little different on the coast. Now we're going to add a little dressing to this area because it's nice, but it could be better. Yes. I might actually do that. Not even kidding. I want roots. Because roots are cool. And that is my official opinion. Just needed it out. Of course, the corner's sticking out. Praise be to the crab. Absolutely right. Oh my god, I never thought I would be a cult leader. But here we are. Are you proud, Mom? Thank you. I'm gonna add some roots along here. I really like this model, I just don't use it as much as I would like to. There are lots of areas it doesn't fit that well. Yes, it's pretty awesome. Oh my god, yes. This is why it's good I don't have control over the lore, because I would do that. The horseshoe crab is just, if not the most important character in the game, it's one of the most important. So, it seems reasonable if you ask me. Actually, we don't need this on HLOGs. And there it goes, disappearing, as it does. Just have to change any option, and it'll come back. Because that is reasonable. So when do we get to have like massive horseshoe crabs along with the dire wolves? Yes. I was actually just talking yesterday with Islander. I'm not going to reveal too much about it yet, but there's a really huge cave system we're going to have pretty soon. It's going to be very time consuming to work on, so I won't be doing that today. But it's definitely happening. Now, would any of these look good here? Let's see what this looks like. Perhaps. I think there are better things we could use here. This spot's just a little bare for me. I don't think I've played on that map. I need to take a look at it. Hoo-hoo, that would be awesome. I'm sure it would probably take an incredible amount of time, though. But I've said before, I hope to be working on the game full-time, so if that happens, then time won't be much of a constraint for me anymore. Let's take a look at a few of these. Kind of have them floating in the air here, like my little artist's palette. Okay. Just need to double check something on each one. I've been slowly working on cutting down the performance cost of Megascan shaders. So every time I place them, I just need to double check and make sure I'm doing that. Okay. Yeah, I read about that too. I didn't know much about direwolves before this, but yeah, from what I read, it's really not that close to an actual direwolf. But still a cool idea nonetheless. I do appreciate it. I guess at least my state finally did something cool. So that's a plus. Other than Walker, Texas Ranger, that is. I know this is a minor detail, but I really wanted to use these here. I just want to give this hill, in general, a little bit more texture. Yeah, it's definitely still impressive. While it is a little disappointing, it's not that close to the original direwolf. It's still incredible. Definitely impressed. It's more the implication of what they can do now that's exciting about it. My idea here is to make this look like it's an ancient redwood trunk, so I want to have moss, things like that. Somehow I shot it like a mile across the map, which is completely fine, normal, and reasonable. Oh, come on. But yeah, I'm going for the ancient redwood look. Any more floating models over here, making sure I didn't leave any behind. Very good. We'll ignore that blurry texture. Pretend it's perfectly clear. Could use this a little bit more since I'm already using it. As you see, a lot of environment design is very repetitive. So, for everyone here watching, if you could pick an animal for them to essentially resurrect, what would it be? Yeet indeed. Fully approved. And now it's back. So now let's put some bigger mossy structures in here. suddenly lost my place. It's been a sleep. Harambe. That is probably the best choice, the only choice other than horseshoe crabs, that is. But that's really the obvious choice. We're gonna put a light in here temporarily just so we can see a little better. I really love this rock. I use it everywhere. It's a special rock. I should have known I opened myself up to that, by the way. Harambe. But I don't blame you. Burns. Burns indeed. Yes. Gotta have them. I mean, look at that. That's probably not even enough ferns. Ooh, that's sad about the cat. I'm sorry for your loss. That's not fun. I actually don't know much about the white rhino, though. I need to do a little research after the stream, apparently. I miss having cats. I used to have a couple, but it's been a while. But honestly, I have too many pets as it is. Really, I didn't know that. I'm guessing they've probably been poached because rhinos. I don't think that's going to work how I want it to. And that, I don't really want to repeat that one. In fact, I think we're just not going to use that right there. Ooh. Why would the roommate care about a lizard? Is it that much of a disruption? That seems like something they probably shouldn't care so much about. Not sure if I can make this fit in here, but it's a thought. I'm glad you think so. These particular ferns are only in the Redwoods, but I'm still actively making more of them for the rest of the map. These are ones that I didn't make, but I made a bunch of the others that are in this forest. But ferns do fit most biomes, so there'll definitely be more of them. Now I think we'll just add some vines hanging down from this, and that'll be good enough for this spot. Can't even see it. There. Just making sure I'm selecting only the stuff over here and not somewhere across the map. Should be all of it right here. But yes, these are sword ferns. So we're about to head back over to the cliff to work on more pathways through the rocks. Because they look cool, but yeah, not as great as I would hope for actually walking around in. Oh yeah, almost forgot to remove this light. That has a bigger performance impact than you might think. But I'll come back after I finish up the tree more and add some vines to it, things like that. Yeah, look how big that is, that's awesome. That's a good question. I actually didn't even know how they reproduced until you said that. I think we'll add another path somewhere over here. Probably right here. Yes, and you can see it from here. It's huge. Definitely once I'm done with it, it'll look much nicer, too. But already it looks really good here. It fits. I think I might actually leave those ferns in the pathway. Let's see. This path, I'm gonna link it. But definitely didn't want to leave this how it was. A little too dense on the rocks to where you can't actually navigate this area. It looks cool, but not so great for walking around on. Still gonna leave most of them though. Yes, I found out where they are, so it's not extremely close to me, but I do plan to go visit them now. They're apparently along the coast, which would be about a 3-hour drive for me, 2 to 3 depending on where I go. But I definitely plan on going to see them. It'll take a little bit of searching, I think, because it looks like I'll have to kind of hike through some swamps to get there. In other words, adventure. I'm ready for it. Yeah, it'll be really cool. I don't think I've ever been to a nice swampy area in real life. I'm excited to see it. And the mangroves. I have a feeling they're going to be really difficult to scan because of all the roots. But I'm going to try it anyways. I cannot be deterred by such things. Gotta love how working on a massive map this will randomly happen, where the foliage kind of disconnects from the ground, so it's not actually following it when I update the landscape. So then I'll have to manually move it. Good times. We'll fix them in a moment. Yes, it's going to be awesome. Definitely going to use it in game, assuming it comes out good. And I'm sure I'll give it away on Sketchfab too. I give away almost all of my skins there. This will just take a minute. Just want to level it out a little bit so it's a little easier to walk on. So right now we're doing a kind of erosion that simulates water erosion. Oh yes, I might too. I wouldn't blame you. Sometimes I'm not sure how I go on these adventures and stuff because I feel like as I've gotten older my balance has been less than optimal sometimes. Go. It's always a bit difficult to get it leveled out the right way to actually walk on it when you're going down a mountain. can fix up those rocks. That should be good to walk on. I'll have to playtest it later and make sure, but I believe that'll work. I would playtest it now, but it often takes about 20 minutes when you start the game in the editor of just sitting there and staring at a frozen screen. So usually I wait until I'm not streaming to playtest it. Let's see. Yep, definitely. It was worth a try. I don't blame you. Otherwise, I would definitely have no problem with playtesting. I happen to very much enjoy playing the game. Well, I was hoping that would realign it, the land, but it didn't. So... we'll just wipe them out, and I'll probably repaint them, either now or later, because it could be that the landscape needs newer, more accurate collisions in this area. Yeah, if they don't paint back on here, then I'll just come back later and fix it. So let's see. Looks like they'll paint. Preferably not in the path directly. Yeah, I would definitely playtest more often on the stream if it didn't take so long. When you're in the editor playtesting, it has to recompile a bunch of stuff before you can play, and it takes a little time. Oh, I'm the same way. Shadows are a big one for me. That's one reason, one of many reasons, I love Nanite and virtual shadow maps, because it lets me just go crazy with meshes and shadows. I love it. Wanted to make this transition between the mountain and the pathway a little less harsh. Put some rocks here and there. I say as I paint 1,000 more. Most of us actually have pretty different schedules, so as fun as it would be, it'd be hard to find time for all of us to play it at the same time. We also all live in different parts of the world, so that can be challenging if you want to play it together. Definitely would be fun at some point, though. I think we're all just so busy working on it right now that we'd end up finding something we wanted to fix, and then it would become a development session. but I think we all play it pretty regularly. I play it probably every couple of days. I'll add some new things and then test them out. Go. Just wanted to fill in some of these spots because looking from down there you can see very clearly where it transitions to flatter land, so I wanted to add some thinner, if that makes sense, distribution of rocks. So it wouldn't be so jarring. A little bit better. Yeah, some spots like right here could use a little bit more. Now, I think it'd be a good idea to take a look at putting a little bit of separation between the snow biome and the redwoods. So let's see if I have anything that would work well for that right now. If not, might just sculpt the landscape a bit. Might use some of these cliffs. And it'll transition to ice cliffs. See what this looks like. I'll drop a few of the bigger cliffs in here so we can take a look at them. I mean, that one's basically just a rectangle. That's kind of not that interesting. Now, I don't remember what I named the material for the cliffs here. Let's take a look. I think we'll use that one. Okay, so if we use some of these, I think we could creatively hide this transition a little bit. Making sure I didn't leave any. let's see how this looks. I haven't actually tried this yet, so I'm not sure if it'll look that great. Big rocks. Haha. Ice cliffs. Oh yes. Yeah, I've been looking for a place to use them. Which, I mean, obviously, we know what biome to use them in, but I haven't actually used them yet, and I want to. That would make sense. Really, the main reason I put paths anywhere at all is just because it might be kind of difficult to find points of interest otherwise. But definitely something to experiment with. I think we'll need to use some of the desert cliffs. And just change the material on them. And there will be plenty of openings because we don't want to block people off. It's always something I keep in mind. Oh no, loading. More loading. Yeah, it feels right to me to have a mountain pass near the snow. As far as what I've been thinking of for it, I still plan to have snow on the other island. Just feels right to me to have elevated areas that have snow. That will probably do it for most of the mountains. Probably just add a couple more. I don't want it to be really clear that it repeats. Well, I thought I had more of the hoary mountains, but I guess not. Oh, I do. I completely scrolled past them. Jolly Ranchers. I just located one. Let me tell you what, they are good. Okay, we'll use these three. You sure that's the last one I have? Yeah. Whoops. Now you've seen my desktop, you know my private life. You do. You know all of the secrets. Now you can blackmail me, and it'll be great. I don't know what money you're gonna take. If you find some, let me know. No! Not the saplings. They're my babies. I'm still deciding on what my next one is going to be. Definitely going to get more coast redwoods to grow with my my current one. But the quest for more trees is never over. Oh yes. I can't stop until I literally have no more room. And then I have to ask my neighbors if I can use their yard. That sounds reasonable to me. You know, there's a cliff that I know I had over here, and I don't know where it went. It'll turn up at some point. Yeah, I was thinking about... I'm seeing how well this would actually live in my area, but I was considering growing some Hinoki cypresses because they're very common in the forest that my side project game is based around. So I think it'd be pretty cool to grow some. Because this game is my main focus, but the other one is still undeniably cool to work on. Oh yes, the magical disappearing cliff. Not quite what I wanted. I think I'll fit another one of these in here. There we go. Now I think some ice cliffs would be a good addition here. Also, my giant sequoia in real life, the one I'm growing in my yard, I know it's in the growing season right now, so it makes sense, but it has been absolutely insane how much water it requires right now. I've been having to water it 2-3 times a day because it drinks all of the water. It is a little warmer right here now, though, so that makes sense. Beautiful. Now I think just a couple more. Yeah, it's been insane. I was told when I got it that it would need a lot of water sometimes, but I didn't expect it to. Like, I have it in a 1-gallon pot right now, and I'll completely saturate it with water, and it'll drink it all in a few hours. There we go. This should work pretty well. I think maybe a little bit bigger. I agree. I've been wanting to use them for a while, but it's been difficult to place them because of the way they're shaped. I'll just kind of fill in the gaps between them, because it's not going to fit perfectly. I haven't. I've never heard of that. But now I'm interested. What is a chicken jockey? Take a look at this. I haven't seen it. I actually haven't seen that many movies in general. Just completely punched my microphone. Sometimes you gotta set them straight. That's the one that Jack Black is in, right? Now that I'm thinking about it. I at least know who that is. From Tenacious D. Let's see. Just looking for something to fill in the gaps. Lava chicken. I wouldn't mind some lava chicken right now. I'm pretty hungry. Yes, sir. I would like to order a lava chicken. You know what? We'll use that. We can make that work. Yeah, I could definitely go for some lava chicken. Sounds like a vibe. This will work. We'll just do a little dressing on this side after I place them. Lifts don't have to be this difficult, but I just had a certain vision in my head and needed to execute it. Oops. Now that sticks through a little too far. Yes, I sing songs from Tenacious D all the time because he makes them so catchy. Can't help it. Oh, I'm definitely gonna listen to it. That'll work. Yeah, I think it'll look pretty good at the end. I'm still gonna extend it more later on, but it'll work pretty well for now. Just some of these spots like this that are a little difficult to cover up. So I'll probably just extend the ice stuff over here. Oh, sorry, I completely missed your question. I have played Minecraft. I love it. It's been a while, but I have played it. I used to play it pretty often. There we go. You know, I never actually got around to playing with mods. I need to do that. I did do Minecraft RTX though, when that came out. Couldn't help it. I like the shiny. Well, it was a cool idea, not so great execution. I don't blame you. Mod packs look pretty awesome for it. And I know a bunch of people that also refuse to play it without mods. Kinda like Skyrim. I can't play vanilla Skyrim anymore. It's just not the same. Excellent. Gonna pack this into one actor in a moment. Just about to end the stream because it is about to be lunchtime for me. Definitely gonna need to touch this up a little bit more, but it's a good start. Yes. I've actually been looking at, just for fun, making a little something like Minecraft in Unreal Engine just to play around with. I think it'd be pretty cool. thank you for watching. I'm glad anybody drops by. I'm still amazed because I thought nobody would like watching this kind of thing. Go, just need to pack this together. Just cliff. I have no fancy name for it. Relaxing for me too. Go. Try to keep everything nice and organized. And there it goes, disappearing, as it does. And there we are. Alright. Thank you everyone for dropping by. I'll be back next week on the same day as far as I know. And I hope everyone has a great day.